The cardboard nightmare. Imagine you're in a public restroom. You've just finished your business, you reach out for the roll, and nothing. Just a hollow cardboard tube staring back at you. That spike of adrenaline, that sudden oh no moment, that is 200,000 years of human evolution screaming at you. Today, we use about 100 rolls of toilet paper per person every year. It is a multi-billion-dollar industry we literally flush away without a second thought. But the perforated roll didn't show up until 1857. For 99% of human history, you didn't have a 3-ply ultra-soft cloud. So, you're an ancient human. You've just stepped behind a bush 20,000 years ago. What happens next? How did you handle the most basic human problem without the one thing we think we can't live without? The hygiene instinct. First, we have to understand that cleaning up isn't just a modern luxury, it's a biological imperative. Just like we've seen in how ancient humans handled getting sick or enduring long periods of rain, our ancestors were obsessed with survival and health. Leaving waste behind isn't just gross. In the wild, it's a neon sign for predators and a breeding ground for parasites. You are history, and your goal is to stay clean enough to not get eaten or infected. But your bathroom is the entire planet. Depending on where you woke up this morning, your solution to this problem is going to look very, very different. Nature's softness. If you're living in a lush, temperate forest, you're in luck. You are looking for nature's bounty. You've learned which leaves are soft and which ones are poison ivy, a mistake you only make once. Large, fuzzy leaves like mullein, often called cowboy toilet paper, are your best friends. If you are an ancient human in the Arctic or during the Ice Age, your options are more bracing. You are using clumps of moss, which are surprisingly absorbent, or if you're feeling brave, handfuls of snow. It's effective, it's exfoliating, and it'll wake you up faster than a prehistoric coffee. In more arid climates, you're using what's available: sand, smooth stones, or even corn cobs. Yes, for a massive chunk of human history, the corn cob was the gold standard for hygiene. It was textured, plentiful, and believe it or not, relatively effective. The pesoi and the shard. But as humans started moving into cities, things got weird. Really weird. In ancient Greece, you didn't always use something soft. You used pesoi. These were small, smooth, oval-shaped pebbles, or even broken pieces of ceramic pottery. Archaeologists have found these wiping stones in ancient latrines, and some even have names scratched into them, likely the names of enemies or political rivals. Talk about a smear campaign. Imagine the IKEA effect we've discussed, where we value things we put effort into, but applied to a sharpened piece of pottery. It wasn't comfortable, and it definitely wasn't 3-ply, but it was the civilized way to do things. The xylospongium. If you think the pottery shards are bad, wait until you visit ancient Rome. You walk into a public latrine. It's a social event. You're sitting right next to your neighbor, chatting about the Senate. In front of you is a channel of running water and a bucket containing a xylospongium. It's a sea sponge on the end of a stick. Sounds soft, right? Here's the catch. It's a communal sponge. You use it, you rinse it in the salt water, and you pass it to the next guy. This is the ultimate thing we take for granted today. We take our privacy and our disposable hygiene for granted, but for a Roman, a shared sponge on a stick was the height of urban technology. It was also, unfortunately, a great way to spread ancient human sickness across the entire empire. The softness of civilization. The story of toilet paper isn't just about convenience. It's about the human drive to turn a nightmare of survival into a moment of comfort. We went from rocks and communal sponges to a global supply chain designed to keep us comfortable for 30 seconds a day.